Now, Laura, when is the best time to talk to you about financing? Because we get clients who come in and they say, you know what, I've been working on my credit, or I'm working on my credit and I'm going to wait, for another, 3-4 months until I get my credit in order, and then I'm going to go talk to a lender. What's your advice on that?
My advice is to get with a lender as soon as possible, because they could have very wrong information as to what's on their credit or how to fix their credit. I think they would be best off with a lender who works with the credit agencies every day on doing the right things at the right time frame to get the most bang out of their buck for their credit.
Yeah.
I think you get the lender involved from the beginning, whether it's credit repair or not.
Right, they're the experts, so better them than you. And credit is kind of tricky too, isn't it? Like if you think if you pay something off, it'll make an improvement or shut down a card.
Or you think, a lot of people think that closing down paid off credit cards will improve their credit score. Well, actually it won't. It will hurt your credit score. You're better off to leave your credit cards with zero balances open.
Right.
You can cut up the card and never use it, but leave those accounts open. The creditors look at that like you've got all that money available and you don't need it, thus increasing your credit score very quickly.
Right, right. That's cool.
And Tammy, you asked that question, but then I'm kind of curious for you, given the market today and that, when's the time and what's the time frame for buyers, and when should they be calling you? I mean, we know this credit ends November 30th. What kind of time frame does it take to do a thorough search for a property that's going to meet a first-time home buyer's requirements right now?
Right, and it's a good question. The houses are selling fairly quickly in that first-time home buyer range. The 140 to 180 range are selling very quickly, and so what we're finding is, you're probably, from the time you're serious, you've talked to a lender, start talking to us, start looking at homes, you're looking at least a 60 to 75 day process. But you have to find a house, you have to close on a house, so you're looking at 2 to 3 months. And so we're getting pretty close now. So it's early July. You've got July, August, September to close, and that credit goes away November 29th. So, and then if you're doing new construction, we're getting pretty close. The new construction guys are working on 4 or 5 month time frames now. So it's kind of cutting pretty close. If you want to get in on the tax credit, it's a good time to get in there now. Yeah, and the other question we have too a lot is our closing costs. Like first time home buyers often don't have the money to pay for closing costs. And we get the question a lot, can we finance in our closing costs? Are you finding that a lot of buyers are financing them in?
More so than not. The majority of buyers, whether they're repeat buyers or first-time home buyers, 9 times out of 10, they are including those closing costs in the sales price of the home so they can be financed.
That's perfect. That's great. So there truly is 100% financing available. $8,000 tax credit. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, it's a good time to buy, and we've met a lot of first-time home buyers, and we've had these sessions, with individuals here in this room, talking about the first-time home buyer tax credit and the financing programs, and gotten a lot of people interested in buying because it is a great time to get into home ownership. So thanks again, Laura. Thanks, Suzanne, for joining us.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us for our first-time home buyer video series.